Okay, so now we're back exactly where we were. So I'm listening to this, and I want to add another track. I want it to be piano. So I'm going to go down to the bottom bar and click this paper with the plus on it and add instrument track. Piano and keys, acoustic piano. I'm going to do Steinway Bright Ambience. And then I'm going to go to the bottom. Well, actually, I'm going to exit out of this screen. So I'm going to go to the top left. And then I'm going to click in the bottom bar. I'm going to click that piano. I'm going to set it up. I kind of already know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add high piano. So I'm going to click these arrows going left and right, and I'm going to zoom, and I'm going to go down. This is cello tremolo track 1. It's supposed to be track 2, so we can click on track 1 and change it to track 2. So now we're with piano. Okay, so I'm going to move it to where okay, that's where I want it, right there. I'm gonna zoom in. Then I'm going to click the arrows again to turn that off. Okay, so now we're going to record. So I'm going to click the metronome to refresh it, turn it on. I'm going to go to the return to 0, the bottom bar, and then I'm going to click record. So I gotta get it perfect. Here we go. Gotta wait for it to start over. Oops. Alright, I clicked a bunch of wrong buttons. Here we go. Alright, now I gotta wait for it to start over again. I'm just gonna go ahead and press play and undo this. Get rid of that. And start over. Click the metronome to refresh. Record. Oops. Record. I'm gonna zoom in a little. I'm satisfied with that. So I'm gonna press play. I'm gonna exit out of this. Then I'm gonna scroll, go to pan mode. So at the bottom, I'm gonna scroll that over, click the pencil, go to pan mode. Okay, and I just did something accidentally. I'm gonna click undo. I somehow deleted that. I don't know what happened. Just remember there's an undo button. Something weird happens. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and cut this. I'm gonna quantize it, and I'm gonna move it to the beginning, and I'm gonna loop it. So it's in pan mode, so I'm just gonna, first thing is we gotta go to this piano on the left, right here. Okay, so first thing, I'm gonna go to selection mode. I'm gonna get rid of that note, that stray note. Might have to do it a couple times to get the right options. Alright, I'm gonna do cut selection. Okay, now I'm gonna copy the selection that I want, which is this whole thing. I'm gonna do a hard press. And you can actually, okay, I'm gonna do cut selection. I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna move this cursor to the left, do a hard press, and click multiple paste. And I'm gonna click 10. And then I'm gonna click paste. Okay, and then what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna draw a box, or I'm gonna do a hard press, click select all, and then I'm gonna do a hard press and click quantize. So it quantized it. So now let's hear it. And while we're listening, I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna click the mixer. I'm gonna go to the mixer so I can see, so I can adjust volumes. So here we go. I'm gonna press play. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna press play. Now we're gonna go back to the screen, so I'm gonna click this mixer button again at the bottom center, and it takes us back to this. Now if you wanted to make it perfect, you could go to this left piano here on the MIDI 2 track, and you could zoom in to the, go to pan mode, or here we go, I'm just going to zoom in like this. You could go in and go down to each note, you know, and and you can let's see, oops, undo. Okay. Oops. It's a messy process. So essentially you're going in and you're changing the length of the notes and you're moving them. Alright, I'm pressing undo a bunch of times because I messed that up. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But that's the idea. I'll do another video on that. I'm gonna X out of this at the top left. Okay, and then now we want to add drums. So I'm gonna go down here to the paper with the plus on it. Add instrument track, and then I'm going to go to drums and percussion. I'm going to go to drum essentials, and I'm just going to pick one. You got to explore all the sounds in here and find the ones that you like. I'm going to do electronics vintage heavy and see what it sounds like. I'm going to press play, return to 0, and then play, just to see what it sounds like with the piece. Okay, I don't really like this sound. I'm gonna press play. I don't like this sound, so I'm gonna go to top left, click the arrow. At the top right, click the or actually in the center, you can click instrument, and I'm gonna change that. And I'm just gonna go through a bunch. The TR-808. I kind of like this, so I'm gonna press play, or return to 0 and play. try another sound. I like it. I'm gonna press play first. Try another sound, the top center. I'm gonna do the 909. Return to 0 and play. Okay, I'm gonna record. So I'm gonna press return to 0. And then your other option with drums, here you can go up to the top right. You see that drum kit, or you can click on that and it gives you this setup. So you can do that too. I don't want to do that. So okay, so I'm gonna click the metronome, make sure that's on, and then do return to 0 and record. Alright, I messed that up. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. So I'm gonna press play. And then we do the same process. So we go to top left, we exit out the top right. We go to the piano. The left piano on MIDI 3. And here we have the drums. And this is how the drums, this is the piano roll. But this is how the drum setup is. You see on the left, it has all the different drum pieces, and that's how you compose. So we know what section we want. I'm gonna click oops, I'm gonna click the pencil, the mode button, change it to no, change it to the pencil. It's supposed to be there. And I'm gonna delete all of that. Cut selection. I'm gonna move the cursor here and just listen to what this is. skip this. Okay. Press play. So that is what I want. I'm gonna move this over. Select all of this. Hard press. And do quantize and see what that sounds like. And we'll play it again. Sounds a lot better. Alright, cool. So, I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna click the pencil and go to selection mode. The top left, there's this arrow here. I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna cut selection. Oops. Undo. Going back to where I was. Sometimes you accidentally click buttons and it takes you somewhere. Just back out and go back to where you were. So now I need to find this. So I'm gonna draw a line. Make sure I'm in selection mode. Draw a box. Hard press. Cut selection. I'm gonna return to 0. And then I'm gonna do a hard press and multiple paste. And do 10. So let's listen. Okay, so something's off. So it didn't paste correctly. So I'm gonna stop it and then I'm gonna do undo. And do undo. Okay, it's not working. So I'm gonna do the pencil. I'm gonna draw a box around all of this. And hard press. Or actually, I'm just gonna go up. At the top left, there's this rectangle. That's an eraser. And you can just draw a box and edit those things. to return to 0. So I messed up a bit. When I was editing, I was actually editing the piano. So at the top you see it says Steinway Bright. So I deleted all that piano stuff. So I have to do that again. So I'm going to go up to the piano. No, that's not what I want. Gonna exit out of this, the top left corner. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so okay, that came back by undoing. So somehow I accidentally deleted this third track. Trying to undo until it comes back. Okay, so I accidentally deleted that. So the end result is that just make sure you're editing the right instrument. So I was editing the wrong instrument. Something happened and it got deleted. I can't undo it. It's frustrating. But you know, I'm not really used to this completely, so once you get used to it, that stuff won't happen. But you get the idea. So I laid down that one drum piece, and then what you would do is make another track and do more drums. So add drums to the drums, so that you make a full drum piece. And I'm not a drummer, so I'm not the best at making this stuff. I stick to the music, but that's the basic idea. I think you've seen everything here, so we'll go ahead and end this. I'm gonna play it one time, and I'm gonna change the instrument. Okay, I like this. Okay, so I'm gonna end it with that. Adios.